The question I probably get asked the most is, how do I make my sketchbook look more colorful and aesthetic? My initial response to this question is, you should be trying to improve your skills and get better, not to try and be as perfect or aesthetic as possible. So, that's what I'm gonna do. A lot of you requested a video like this, so I compiled 3 tips for you guys that can help make your sketchbook fuller and more colorful. Tip number 1, color overlay. It's very simple and somewhat speaks for itself, but pick 2 to 3 colors and draw overlapping each other. I have found that naturally, I don't try to have any of my drawings touch each other, but having drawings overlap actually looks really cool, especially if it's in different colors, and adds a lot of visual interest, contrast, and visual pow to your sketchbook spreads, and pages in general. So that is a tip that I wish I had known sooner, and something that I recently have really been implementing more into my sketchbook. Tip number 2, sometimes less is actually more. I have found that doing architecture or realism studies with one color and pen is an excellent way to fill up your sketchbook. It's quick, it looks nice, and it's aesthetic, and it's actually a tip that I picked up from watching ColArt's sketchbook tours, because usually art students will have to submit a portfolio sketchbook that they have to fill up completely, and when you have a sketchbook that you have to fill with a ton of art, one of the easiest ways to do so is just pick one color and pen and draw your whole page in that same pen color in a variety of sketches, either figure drawing, architecture, facial studies, realism studies, etc. It's really simple and it looks really nice, and yet it still gives a detailed yet finished look to your page. So for that reason alone, I really recommend doing this technique, especially if you want to get better and faster at drawing. Tip number 3, if you want to have colorful pages, you have to have colorful art supplies. I usually carry the following supplies in my pencil case: 3 to 4 alcohol markers, 4 to 5 brush pens, a selection of many different pen colors, and 4 to 5 different highlighters. I also want to say it's important to have different color schemes. Using different color combinations on different pages can add a lot to your sketchbook, having more visual interest. And I also want to preface that some artists actually prefer their sketchbook to have an overall similar look on all their pages. And if that is up to you, like if you want your whole sketchbook to just be black pen with yellow highlighter, and you want that to be your only sketchbook supplies, go for it. But if you want to have your sketchbook have a range of colors and every page be unique, I recommend using a different color palette for every page. Oh, and that also doesn't mean you have to use different supplies for every page. You could try different color combinations for every page. Say on one page you did blue and orange, and then on another page it was purple and pink. So yeah, with all of that said, those were my tips for helping make your sketchbook spreads more full and colorful. If you liked this video, please check out my art help playlist I made. It has other videos similar to this one, and if you want more sketchbook tips, I have a whole other video dedicated to that. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video, so bye-bye! Woo! Time to shine, time to be super duper funny, time to be me. I shouldn't have a YouTube channel.